Hey everyone, so this is the second video for this series that I'm doing around preparing for the musical reading of Alice's script called Hidden in Plain Sight, the story of Alice Barker. So this week, what's been happening? Dealing with rehearsals. We're in rehearsals now, of course. In rehearsals, we've had two actors drop out for various reasons. This week we also got hard copies of the invitations, which I hope to be able to share with you once I find them. And basically getting the space ready for this musical reading that we're having. Look forward to sharing all of this info and my experience of this whole process with you. First off, yeah, we've been having rehearsals 3 times a week. And basically, we've had our cast. We've had the cast pretty much since July. We were able to cast everyone, and like anything else, everyone has different reasons for dropping out. We had two actors drop out. Both were mainly because of work conflicts, schedule conflicts, and I mean, it happens, but it's really hard to deal with, especially because these actors are playing multiple roles. One of the actors, I've always seen this particular actor play the role that we casted her in, and I was so excited to see her work and so excited for her to be seen in this role. But, you know, the universe had other things happen. So we've had to, me and the director have had to really figure out, okay, well, how do we maneuver? How do we figure things out in terms of who can play what? And I mean, luckily we have, right? It took some time, and it took some thinking, it took some creative collaboration, and we were able to really figure things out. Interestingly enough, even though it really does suck to have to lose actors, especially actors that play these roles so well, especially in rehearsal, and you can see it, and they were building the character development. Also, still totally new to this, but you can see them take on these characters and act and really perform in this beautiful way. So while that has been really hard to sit with, especially because it felt like, the script is really coming alive, we've been able to really find and use the actors that we have to restructure and rebuild the cast. And interestingly enough, most of the cast are older adults, but mature adults with careers and professions that find themselves in this work. Maybe they took a break from the work to maybe have a career of some type, raise a family, and so now they're coming back into this space, and this script is giving them the opportunity to do that. It's giving them the opportunity to really re-explore their passion and really lean into their creativity and their artistry in a really beautiful and powerful way. And I always, looking at rehearsal and how these new actors and the actors that we do have are bringing the script alive, a part of me, I always think of Alice just being in the space, even if it's a virtual space. I can imagine Alice bringing these people, right? The universe, Alice bringing these people to tell her story. These actors that are so talented, because they are so talented. but they never got the spotlight or were able to be given the spotlight to shine. And this musical reading feels like it's bringing them out of, in some ways, the darkness, and it's really beautiful to see. And it's also beautiful to see the cast as an entirety, how they all shine together and uplift one another and really continue to brighten Alice's story. And also, they get a chance to do what they love, right? That do something that they love, that they felt like they had to put aside for whatever reason. They get to re-explore that, and that's really special. That's really special to be a part of. That's special to witness. And I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason, right? With having to recast, and it feels like that's a good reason. So that's one thing. The next thing is I was able to get hard copy invites for for the performance, for the musical reading happening Friday, November 7th and Saturday, November 8th. I was told, even though most people do virtual, right, we live in a virtual world, people still appreciate hard copy invitations. So I will be passing out hard copy invitations to people. I have already been. I will also be mailing out hard copy invitations. And here's actually, I was able to find it. This is a hard copy invitation. You guys get the hard copy invitation that has the actual address. But for the general public, we are keeping the address private. People have to reach out for the address. So if you are subscribed to this channel, or if you're watching this video, then you get exclusive access. So yeah, that's going to be exciting to be able to share these invitations in a different way, not just virtually, but also talk to people that I pass out, these invitations to more about Alice, even though I'm sure, again, 42 million plus people have seen the video all over the world, so a lot of people you will either remember Alice or would have heard about this video. So that's exciting. And lastly, this week really was focused on preparing the space for the musical reading. We are deciding to incorporate the actual video that was shown that made Alice who Alice Barker is in terms of the world. We also are planning on doing a voiceover for a piece, a scene in the script that feels important. While we're not doing the full script, we are doing a chunk of the script. So that's going to be really interesting to be able to highlight and showcase. So yeah, preparing the preparing the space in terms of the tech pieces. Again, I'm new to this musical theater life or theater readings, right? So my director is saying, well, maybe we don't necessarily need lighting, especially because the actors are going to be sitting down reading. By the way, I'm an actor. I'm acting in this, and I'm an actor. I will say I am an actor, even though I see myself more as a dancer, but I will claim that as well. So yeah, that should be interesting to be able to figure out. We are figuring out still, but ideally understanding how and where we're placing everyone in terms of the actors, in terms of what scenes come in, how we're using the voiceovers, how we're using Alice's video, where we're placing Alice's video. Also, we're doing the original song that I wrote. That's actually a part of the opening song, but I removed it and made the opening song, or made a part of the opening song its own song, which is it's on this page. Who Do You See by Hidden in Plain Sight Project. So definitely check it out. And it will be performed live. So that's exciting. So also getting that ready, because we do need a piano. Well, we have a pianist, but we do need to make sure the keyboard's placed in a certain place, right? So all those like little nuances, that's kind of important. Also, you know, I want to have the letters available for the audience to see. Ideally, when they walk in, it'd be nice for them to be able to read some of the letters that Alice received. Obviously, keeping everyone's information confidential, but just reading the meaningful parts, right, of the letters Alice received, just to showcase how impactful Alice was, and still is. And actually, the next video, next week, I will be in some ways on the hunt for the rest of the letters, which I hope you join me for. And if you like this video, please hit like underneath. And if you want to watch more of the episodes, or the weekly, I'm trying to do weekly episodes of this. If this is an interesting process for you, or you're interested in learning more about this process along with telling Alice a story and the way that I'm moving along and this project is moving along, please hit subscribe. Definitely watch the music video, Who Do You See? That really introduces Alice's story. Because again, it's not just the video that hit 42 million, right? That's definitely a precursor to Alice's story, but there's so much more that needs to be told, and there's so much more that she wanted people to know. And so here we go. Take care.